Hi gorgeous, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna learn how to manage an open pallu but with a Kanchipuram saree. You want to iron the entire saree so that you get rid of any wrinkles or any folds that are there from hanging the saree. Before I start draping, I just want to talk about your undergarments. So if you've seen my other videos, you know how much I love wearing the Saree Silhouette under your Kanchipurams, your satin silks, literally any drape or saree you want to feel comfortable and have the drape turn out beautiful. So first things first, let's start the drape, and I'm just going to tuck it in, especially when you're wearing Kanchipuram sarees. Make sure you're tucking it in flat and nice. There's no extra bulges around your body, and then just continue that. Okay, when you come back to the front, you can just leave the saree and get to the pallu end. And if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this tip and this trick. Normally when I measure out my pallu, I like my pallu to hit my ankle, so for it to be about this long. If you were to wear it this long when you're hanging your pallu, it trails, and you definitely don't want that happening at an event, and you don't want your beautiful precious saree dragging on the floor. So what I recommend is measuring your pallu to the back of your knee, and you can adjust this based on, your body proportions, but I feel like the back of the knee works for most bodies. And so you basically take it to the back of your knee, and I feel like that's the back of my knee. Watch what happens when I let go of my hand. It trails less. Okay, that's still trailing, so I'm just gonna pull it up a little bit. And so you still get that beautiful, grand look, that royal look of hanging your pallu, but you're not worried about it really trailing on the ground if you were to rest your hand, okay? So I recommend that, especially if you like wearing it open. Now, there are ways to kind of pleat it, and I'm gonna show you that, but if you decide to just wear it open, definitely keep it shorter than longer, just so that it's easier for you to manage. And I'm just gonna put that on my shoulder like that. Take the edge that's closest to me, hold the saree to your body, and then start pleating to the left of your belly button. You can check out my video on pleating to learn how I pleat, the super easy and quick method. Check out the pleats. So once you're happy with the pleats, you can pin them together and then tuck it into your Saree Silhouette. And take these pleats and tuck it into your right. Take the side pleats here and the fabric, and take it into your right hip here. Any extra fabric here, you can just fold this forward and tuck it in. This is basically the end of the drape. You would add a pin here. So for pictures, I'll just quickly take these pleats nicely and kind of just pose like that and hold it like that for most of the event. And if I need both of my hands, I'll just gather all of these pleats and kind of just put it over my left shoulder. My mom, this is exactly how she wears her sarees. She doesn't like pleating it, and she doesn't really like pinning it to her hip or her blouse or anything like that. She just likes it to look effortless. But I know a lot of you are like, well, that's really hard for me to manage. This is what I would recommend. I would recommend taking these pleats, pulling these tight, and then adding a pin right here. You can either add it to your bottom of the drape, and I'm gonna pin it right to my blouse here. And that way you can basically have the pleats there. Even if you let your hand go, the pleats aren't going anywhere. And then when it's time to pose for a picture, you can just do that and the pleats are there ready to go. The only bad thing about this way, and the reason I don't do this, is because let's say you want to have both your hands kind of free to do whatever. You can't really put it up. I feel like when you put it up like this, it just looks weird because there's like a pin here, which is why I choose not to do that. And my mom just wears it completely open. But this is definitely easier to transition between holding your saree and then posing for a picture. I hope you found that useful. If you have any tips and tricks to share with the rest of us, leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in a future video.